So, concept check 8.1. What is planned buying? Planned buying is thinking about the details of a purchase from the initial desire to buy to the satisfaction after the purchase. So it involves the entire process, before, during, and after. So, concept check 8.1. It continued. Distinguish between needs and wants, explain why it's better to act if no needs exist. Need is something thought to be a necessity as part of living a healthy life. So examples: nutritious food, shelter, healthcare, basic transportation. A want is unnecessary but desired. In truth, we have very few needs. Most of what we're considering are wants. So the reason that it's better to act if no needs exist is calling something a need makes it no longer open to consideration through the buying process. So at the start, you help her to consider all purchase options to be wants. So another concept checker. When shopping for a vehicle, what are the three things you need to know about before contacting the seller or while you're conducting pre-shopping research? You want to know the MSRP, dealer invoice, and what your trade-in worth. The dealers will play games with price on both the car and the trade-in. So we'll talk about highballing and lowballing, so forth, going forward. So summarize the process, determine whether we can afford a purchase. So we're going to look at the price, look at the down payment, the time for repayment, the trade-in, the interest rate, and the cost per use. Cost per use is more applicable to a second vehicle. I mean, it could be applicable to if you're buying a very high-end vehicle, but if you think about a second vehicle, like a weekend vehicle or something of that nature, cost per use comes into play because the question is it worthwhile given how much it's going to cost me for each time I use it, given that it's a limited number of uses. A comparison shop. So think carefully. Avoid making an impulse purchase. Thinking is important. Best Buy is the option that represents the best combination of quality and price. In your opinion, when you're buying. So comparison shop for a safe vehicle. We'll check government safety test results and National Highway Transportation Safety Administration.gov or NHTSA. Consider a vehicle with extra safety features. There's all sorts of features. Lane departure is one of them. There's collision warnings. My vehicle's 10 years old, but if I get my cruise control shuts off if I get too close to the vehicle in front of me, or if I'm approaching that vehicle too quickly. So there's traction control, any number of other features. Airbags, which just about every car has now. Check for recalls at safercar.gov. There are other places you can go on the manufacturer's website and get recalls as well. Window shopping and financing options. So go to the lot, look at the cars. You don't necessarily have to talk to a salesperson. Compare financing options. Avoid long-term financing. One of the big things in car financing these days is a 72-month loan. Most cars, depending on your down payment, you're going to be underwater, meaning you're going to owe more than the car is worth. Go to your bank and get a quote for an interest rate so you get an idea of what a fair rate is. And choose between a low interest rate and a rebate. In most cases, it's an either-or situation. So if you take the rebate, you're foregoing the low interest rate, or vice versa. So if you take the low interest rate, you're paying more for the vehicle. So run the numbers. All right. So next lecture 3, we'll talk about leasing versus financing.